Minnesota was still in it. Rodney Smith, the lone setback, out of the shotgun, and he keeps it on the read. This building shook in a manner that it simply hadn't all season long when he came onto the field last week. Ron Higdon. Higdon! He ran around and through people.
He really did. That was number 74, Big Ben Bretson, who he's running behind. That gave him a tremendous job of nice sealing that corner. You can see the vision is outstanding there. More importantly, he finished it out just like a Michigan man. That ball seated in the proper hand, and just lay your head back, big fella, go get the yards.
None whatsoever. 2nd and 12. Rollout action. They'll come back the other way. Safety valve to the tight end. It's McCune. It's touchdown.
Look for them. The action is going to flow this way, and then they'll come back eventually this direction here. It's all about getting these guys to flow and then sell it. That flow, create the linebacker flow, and then you got an off guard and a tackle out there, the convoy. All you need to do is get behind it and hit your head on the goalpost.
Jay Flex got back there. Could be playing 2 true freshmen before the night is over. Higdon. Haran Higdon. Pick him up. Put him down. Touchdown, Michigan.
TDs last week. Again, you can see this is just a little ISO play, man. Look at the formation up front. It's just a 4-down look. He comes back on the old counter tray, but it's blocked like power, and he just puts it in second gear. Immediately gets past that second level. Nobody's going to catch him. Boy, he's on fire. Look at the vision in the eyes.
And punts. My friend Spencer Tillman. Haran Higdon in the backfield, who had that big jump a moment ago. Look at him go. Years. Duke McGee, the tackle.
All about effort. You know, the ISO play that counters downhill. Watch the yards after the contact. 1, 2, 3. There's 5, 7 additional yards.
See the time of possession. Minnesota wants to hold on to it. There goes Howard again, looking to get to the edge. And it's Kennel again, making the stop.
Tackle 96. Those guys have got to play on the other side of the ball.
Higdon. Boy, that quick pop has been there tonight, hasn't it? All the way out to the 22.
Pronunciation? He was serious, man.
I still think in a lot of ways Jim is quarterbacking the game himself through who he has out there. There's Chris Evans. He gets to the edge on the stretch. Evans was the starter at the beginning of the season. 18 yards there. Gets it again. Bouncing off. Tackler after tackler. Look out! Evans all the way, 60 yards, touchdown.
Should look at the initial contact in the hole before he eventually gets out of this mess. Again, the isolation play coming. Nice job of fitting him up against the Games and the Deal Celestine, and those guys in the middle get a nice hat on him. But he bounces it to the outside, and Evans shows you.
Minnesota needs to make something happen here as their defense has been gouged. And Smith is stopped by Khaleke Hudson again. That young man has been everywhere.
And you can see again the way he plays that position allows him to be outside of it with no real responsibility, not even contained, because you got a corner that
played such a strong role in this great game. Croft in trouble and down. Inside the 10, and it's Big Mo.
But you can see number 73, he can work this way or this way. He decides to do the arm up and just a straight power move and playing in your backfield and in your lap. The epitome of what it means to be consistent.
Evans, after getting a little rest from the 60-yard jump, takes off again. Wow. I mean, they are just absolutely carving apart Minnesota's left side. Kugler, all those guys just burying the opposition here.
Well, you know, Tim, when the ball comes across that formation and you got 3 big old heavy guys out in front of you, it's hard not to get some positive yards. But again, really known as a hub of football players, but he sure is one of the great ones that they produce.
Yep. Smith is stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they stuffed it out, and Winovich did a nice job of doing his job and clearing, but the little dance afterwards, he kind of rose the boat himself. Shows that Wolverines can do the same thing. And
your screen, can they find Tyler Johnson? Croft under duress, wrapped up. He did get
intentional grounding. Offense, number 11. Spot foul. Loss of down.
He tried to get outside the tackle box, but really didn't.
Yeah, there's the Viper. See, he's no responsibility. Again, you're fronting him. If there's anybody the quarterback has got to be responsible for, particularly if he's facing the threat, gap pressure here.
No time. Off the edge. Down he goes.
But as you said, number 9, he gets the chance to go here or here. He can come wherever there isn't a body to prevent him from doing it. He surveys it. He decides to come to that near side gap. He's eyeing, playing a spy technique.
People thought this would be blown out city by the time this third quarter got underway. Kraft has it rejected by Hudson. That's a fumble. And Michigan's got it. Winovich on top of it. It's a fumble.
Pitt Viper, the key is Hudson never gave up on it. He actually passed Croft, who did a nice job of, as he has all night, stepping up in the pocket and avoiding the initial rush. And you can see the pressure. He comes here and then initially gets past it because of the nice footwork. But again, he gets back on his horse and goes after the quarterback.
And they've been so great at running downhill. Why stop? Ron Higdon.
Point with that when you called it again, they came right back, showing you that versatility to read with the vision and then the power to lower that helmet.
And screen along with Ambry Thomas, the speed merchant, up at the top.
4 wide, nice.
Back shoulder throw. He's got Peoples-Jones. It's first down and goal.
That area. And going to the opposite side, it's just an individual matchup here. An outside release, a nice timing route on the back shoulder. Does a nice job. The ball was on the way out, so that's pure timing.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks don't have to think a lot. They just step back 1, 2, 3, square your shoulders and deliver it. That receiver's breaking his cut.
26, who's been forced into duty. Higdon, Karan, Ken, touchdown.
Michigan breaking a trend here again. One of the traits of Minnesota's defense is as the game wears on, they tend to get stiffer, but not against Michigan. Back-to-back games where Michigan has found its running game. That mojo is working, particularly inside the red area.
Here's the kick down to McCrary. He fumbles it on the ground. Does Michigan have it? Or did McCrary manage to get on top of it? Oh boy. Things are bad enough already. Get on top of it. It could come in the form of Tyler Johnson, who does not have a touch tonight. Smith on the pitch, and he is corralled again behind the line of scrimmage. Academic power too. Michigan. Rodney Smith in at the Wildcat. Khaleke Hudson again.
Times that ball is going to be coming out, but you'll see him come here. The mesh point is supposed to maybe dissuade him from coming inside, but if you're reading it and you know where the ball is, and the been balling.
Chris Evans is in the backfield. Number 12 will tote it again. And again. And again. Hello. How do you do? Touchdown, Michigan.
Fatigue to make a coward of us all. Again, Evans on this basic play. ISO, nice vision inside. But then you see the burst here. He ran right past the field corner. Allende, number 4, ran right through his arms and then finished off an incredible run.
Something P.J. Fleck simply not seen from his defense this year.
Well, he's not seen him give up this, but again, when you got a guy that runs with the type of vision that he does here, he's able to see where that pressure is coming from. And again, always measuring where he is relative to the sideline, able to make one guy miss and pass him, and just being aware.
Play clock is winding down. Play fake. Pressure and down. It's Khaleke Hudson.
Is what it is, because again, look how far he looks, almost like he's lackadaisical, not even paying attention, but he comes out of the position understanding that the play is away from him. He has no obligation but to get to the ball and the quarterback. He's just tremendous. Even though there's a receiver downfield, they're playing kind of an off coverage look.
Some pressure coming, and Peoples-Jones will field it off the bounce. Beyond the 40.
Wow.
You know, they get Ohio State next week. Smith stopped behind the line again. This will drop them below 500. See the jet sweep to Philip Howard. He had 2 big catches early in the game, but Khaleke Hudson all over him there.
Once again, he comes out of that hole and he comes hell-bent. I mean, just right there on his back. I mean, nice.
There's the pass into the end zone. Incomplete. Johnson had it, and Kennel was able to knock it loose.
Put it on him right now. Don't put any air underneath it. put the ball up in the air and the guy can go up and contest that shot.
Remarkable performance, and the little brown jug stays in Ann Arbor.